Ladies and gentlemen, what you are looking at right now are 50 of the greatest leather fragrances on terra firma. I'm going to rank all 50 of them. And I realize that 50 is a large number.
No shit.
But if you know me, you know I go big or I don't go.
Oh boy, Steve said you were big, but this is ridiculous.
Now, before we get this started, because it is a video about leather fragrances, obviously, you're gonna hear the word leather a lot. If you're easily annoyed by hearing the same word over and over again, stop the tape.
Stop the music!
If you're gonna do something like, do a little whiskey challenge and take a shot of whiskey every time that you hear the word leather,
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
I wouldn't recommend it.
And you will die.
Yeah, you wouldn't survive. After all, there are 50 of them. So without any further ado, let's forget about the fluff and let's get this underway. Right now, here we go.
Any one of you lily-livered, bow-legged varmints care to slap leather with me? In case any of you get any ideas, you better know who you're dealing with.
You wear a lot of leather.
Yes, even rich Corinthian leather.
Then you can grill me.
Coming in at number 50 and dead last, but it is still, in my opinion, an awesome fragrance. This is coming out of the house of Bourdain Victorious, and this is called Complex. Now, I know a lot of you are losing your minds right now. If you've sniffed this fragrance, a lot of people, this thing gets a lot of hate. People don't understand it. I'm gonna run with that, but let me tell you a little bit real quick about this fragrance, all right? It is sick like the flu. This literally opens up like you're inside a smokehouse filled with leather jackets, all right? You have to wait a long time for those layers to peel back before this fragrance settles down. All right, depending upon your taste, the time it takes to do so will be either feast or famine, all right? No happy medium here, folks, all right? This is easily one of the most powerful fragrances on this huge list. One, maybe two sprays, any more than that, and you might be brought up on murder charges.
And it could be murder.
In at 49, Mazda Bekali, Tule Tula. Simply put, leather, candy, and powder. I promise you've never sniffed anything like this before. Coming at number 48, from Le Labo, this is Santal 33. Another one that gets a little bit of hate in the community, but you already know I don't care.
I don't care.
I think this fragrance is amazing. Massive leathery sandalwood, another powerhouse, so you have to be careful. And in at number 47, Amouage, Opus 11. According to Amouage, there is no leather listed in the note breakdown, all right? Smell and you'll raise your eyebrow like Spock.
Fascinating.
Yeah, it smells so leathery, you'd think you're in Sturgis, South Dakota during Bike Week. Oh, and just like so many others on this list, be careful on the trigger. Number 46. Think of the most animalic fragrance you've ever sniffed.
Let me think.
Did you think of it?
Yeah!
Shut up.
Shut up!
No.
Nope.
Wrong.
Forget about it.
Forget it. If you're not talking about this fragrance right here, then you don't know what animalic is. Ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes on the most animalic fragrance in history. Mayfair. Animalic leather, oud, and lots of honey. Ooh, and did I mention that it's about as powerful as the Incredible Hulk? Number 45, Tyrannosaurus Rex. This is hardcore. Another freaking powerhouse, but then you probably already know that. And you also probably already know that you don't go hard with this one. After a single spray, when this punches you in the nose like Grandma Dynamite,
I'll take your luggage. I'll break your arm.
You'll kill any notion of adding any more sprays. Done. And in at number 44, this is coming out of the House of Matriarch, and this is called The Longing. Take some vanilla ice cream, some woods, assorted flowers, the juice of a plum, a large scoop of butter, and then throw it all over a new leather jacket, and you have The Longing. Done. Number 43, Wild Leather from Mancera. This is basically leather, rose, sharp citrus, if I didn't mention it, this is a monster. Let's move on. Number 42, Parfumum Roma, Arso. Leather-wrapped Christmas trees on fire. Done. Number 41, Jovoy, Pavillon Rouge. Leather, tobacco, booze, spices, and coffee. And I gotta be honest, brother, smelling this now, it probably should have been a little bit higher up on the list. Whatever. Anyway, it's awesome. I'm a different man, doing the best I can. Coming in at number 40, this is coming out of the house of Montal. This is called Oud Rising. This is hellifying. This thing literally opens up leather AF, but then it dries down to a black tea floral, sweet tobacco, smoked wood monstrosity. A very low flyer in the Montal house. This fragrance is super. In at 39, again, Montal, leather patchouli. Look at the name, don't expect anything more or anything less. You like these two accords? Jump on it.
Here we go.
38, Oud Night from Montal. This is a fruity one, specifically toothy citruses. Dries down to a dark, leathery, and animalic oud. 37, Parfums de Mali, the Dolphin. Leather, fruits, and saffron. Love this fragrance. 36, Roger, Apex. This is leather with lots of tropical fruits, rum, and even tobacco. Love this one as well. Coming in at number 35, from the house of Lubin, this is Corrigan. Leather with tons of booze. This is slept on. Amazing scent. Sniff it and you'll know why. I played around with a lot before. Mimo, Irish leather. Again, if I'm being honest, this smells like a bar filled with bikers, but definitely in a good way. All right? And at number 33, from the house of Cheyenne Blue, Black's Club Leather. This one smells like smoked leather with cognac, sweetened up with honey. It's big. This house is inexpensive where niche offerings are concerned, but believe me, it is a monster. Very rarely talked about. Beautiful fragrance nonetheless. Once again, Black's Club Leather. In at number 32, Zoologist Civet. Look at the name of this fragrance and you're thinking,
No, hell no.
All I have to say is cue the music. You can sleep if you want to. Sleep on it all you want. Fine with me. If you're thinking this is fecal or repulsive, you couldn't be more wrong. Banger. That's the way. Number 31. This is called Kintsugi. Soft suede, fruits and flowers. Incredible. Number 30. Au Coeur de Désert. Man, I love this fragrance. Leathery, sandy, smoky, a room filler. Awesome. And at number 29, Amouage, Imitation. Powdered leather with deep, dark earthy undertones. Absolutely stunning. You already know. And in at number 28, MDCI, Queer Garamante. Spicy leather, animalic, but smooth as ice. This fragrance is so smooth from an animalic fragrance that you would think that it was a friggin' an ice rink that just got run over by a Zamboni. In at number 27, Bodicea the Victorious. How about animalic leather with dark chocolate and spices, among countless others? This is by far the most unique fragrance on this list. Literally nothing out there smells like it. Coming in at number 26, again, Amouage, Myths, Volcanic Ash, leather, flowers, and rum. Done.
Set me free. And now
25th favorite leather by Rado, 1996, Inez and Vanud, man, vodka, freshly printed books with a soft suede wrapping. My favorite from the entire house, and it ain't even close. Coming in at number 24, this is from the house of Mancera, Black to Black. Hardcore spices, hardcore oud, and of course, hardcore leather. Very hard to find though, but flipping gorgeous. Black to Black. 23rd favorite, Amouage, Overture. Animalic as hell, spicy, boozy, leathery, and potent. My God. 22nd favorite leather fragrance, Oud Lemon Mint by Mancera. Very aptly named. While drying down to a soft leather, lasting power, freaking crazy. You ready to take a shower after you wear this? Change fragrances maybe? Yeah, good luck. Good luck getting it off your skin. You're gonna need a loofah, a Brillo pad, and maybe 40 grit sandpaper. Tenacious bastard right here.
she's into me.
Number 21, Patchouli of the Underworld by Electimus. Chocolatey patchouli with spices and, of course, leather. We are now cracking the top 20. From Mancera, this is called Deep Forest. Even though oud is listed in the note breakdown, I detect 0. All I get is thick greenery, citrus, and leather. Immeasurable power. Once again, Deep Forest. And in at number 19, from the house of Roger, this is called Musk Oud. A very musky oud with leather, citrus, and florals. Very opulent. Expensive as hell too, but you get what you pay for. In at number 18, AJ Arabia. Well, this is the old school bottle. They changed their name not long ago from AJ Arabia to Whittian. Doesn't matter. Still, they have this fragrance. Black 4 is its name. Big time fruity leather. Done.
But I don't have to dream no more. Oh, no.
And in at number 17, from Amouage, this is called Memoir. Fresh mint, smoke, tobacco, and leather. 16 is from the house of Sospiro, and it's called Herba Leather. With this one, you really have to love leather. I mean, you really have to love it because you're going to get a lot of it. With citrus bringing up the rear like Crazy Drazy.
Well, me Crazy Drazy, bringing up the rear, I swear. Good God Almighty, the way you work that.
Now in at number 15, from the house of Montal, this is called Black Oud. This is a skank fest, but more carnal than knowledge. You see what I did there? All right, whatever. Let's move on. In at number 14, Amouage again, Interlude. I mean, do you really even need me to briefly explain this monstrosity to you? I mean, if you know anything at all about fragrances or Amouage for that matter, you know Interlude. But anyway, there might be some new jacks watching. Big time oud, big time leather, patchouli, amber, a little bit powdery, skanky as hell, but oh so good. Another sexy monster. Once again, Interlude.
I played around with a love before.
And in at number 13, Black Afghano. Another one I probably don't have to explain except to say that this fragrance is skankier than a whorehouse in Texas.
Down at the Chicken Ranch.
And in at number 12, Montal, Nepal Oud. Oh my God, oud saffron leather combo, in a word, beast. Absolute friggin' beast. Very unique. I love this fragrance. Number 11, Teroni, Fire and Brimstone, volcanic, super powerful, and absolutely stunning. Compliment monster too, despite what you might be thinking.
I went out last night.
Now we are cracking the top 10. Mancera, Black Prestigium, leather and woods with flowers and skanky loveliness. A tenacious mother.
Shut your mouth.
Ooh, I better shut my mouth. Anyway, the scent is out of this world. Black Prestigium. In at number 9, Zoologist. This is called Northern Cardinal. My God, this is incredible. When this crazy ass fragrance opens up. All right, some of you older heads might remember that frisky puppy from Looney Tunes, remember? When this fragrance opens up, the sharp citruses bite your nose like the frisky puppy bit Claude the cat. But as I said, the very first time I put this ball in front of the camera, it has one of the greatest dry downs in fragrance history. Absolutely in love with this fluid.
Side to side, everything is gonna be alright.
And in at number 8, Luna from Chemi. Now, I don't know if you know or not, but there is no more Chemi. Xerjoff absorbed them. They went ahead and rebranded and rebottled the fragrances, so they now look like those obligatory, I don't remember if they're hexagonal or pentagonal Xerjoff bottles, but the names remain the same. The scent, as far as I know, remain the same, but just a different bottle, now under the name of Xerjoff. Anyway, this is a giant basket of fruit covered with a leather jacket and then covered again with flowers and then set ablaze. Stunning. Seventh favorite leather fragrance is from the House of Roger. This is called Fetish. If you're looking for a carnal leather, okay, a carnal leather fragrance, look no further than this fragrance right here. If anybody tells you that a fragrance is sex in a bottle and they're not talking about Fetish, they lie.
You're lying.
Either that or they've never sniffed this. Absolutely sexy and powerful as hell. Indescribable. In at number 6, from the House of Mimo, this is called Italian Leather. Imagine this.
Picture it. Sicily, 1912.
About a dozen people are having a brawl, but not a fist fight. They're having a tomato fight, all right? And every participant is wearing a leather jacket, covered in smoke. I know it sounds a little unusual and far-fetched, but that's basically what you're smelling with Italian leather. 6th best and deservedly so. Coming in at number 5. It's from the House of Juice Box. You guys already know how in love I am with this fragrance. This is suede, tobacco, apple, and spiced smoke. I also get just a hint of weed smoke. Another friggin' stunner. 4th favorite, Black Gold. All right. I know some of you old school heads may remember when Fonzie jumped the shark. Remember what he was wearing? Yeah. So think of the Fonz finishing that jump headed to shore, and all those people running toward him that, you know, were happy that he didn't miss and subsequently become Shark Chow, and now they're handing him baskets of citruses with fruits and lavender sprigs. Yeah, so that's what this fragrance reminds me of. Aquatic leather, lavender, and citrus. In love with it.
Keep it smooth.
Third favorite leather fragrance, African leather. At first sniff, you know this one is opulent. A very spicy leather with geranium, earthy undertones, and just a hint of skank. I want to swear so bad, but I can't. My daughter might be watching. Anyway, in love with this fragrance as well. Really amazing leather. In at number 2, brand new to my collection. This is called Aquila Absolute. Like I said, brand spanking new. Instant love. I went to see my girl, Natalia, at La Jetée Perfumery here in Orlando, right? I told her about the video concept that I had, you know, hey, I'm about to make a leather fragrance, you know, top 50, whatever. She sprayed this. I bought it on the spot. She absolutely knows her stuff. This girl is awesome. All right, and here we go. Number 1, numero uno. But before I drop the number 1 leather fragrance, I gotta tell you, from 10 all the way down to 1, were extremely difficult to rank. I'm telling you now, if I did this list tomorrow, it might change. But for right now, this is the number 1 leather fragrance ever. And it is from the house of Amouage, and it is called Purpose. This is it, folks. Again, when it comes to leather fragrances, you won't find one better. This is the undisputed king of them all. This fragrance kicks ass. I fell so deep in love with this. Look it, if I jumped 29,000 feet from a plane and fell into the Pacific Ocean, all the way down into the Mariana Trench, and even as low as the Challenger Deep, that is how deeply I fell in love with this fragrance when I first sniffed it. Unfreaking believable. I'm telling you now, guys. Anybody thinking that Amouage fell off? Come on, man. This fragrance kills it on all cylinders. And that, people, is my top 50 leather fragrance list. My next review is soon. You guys have a great night, all right? Talk to you later.